Komok sit ya, komok sit. Come, sit, great warrior, and let me tell you a story. A story as old as time itself. The many faces of loneliness. A reflection of Martin, the storyteller. Some say loneliness only comes at night, but the truth is, it can find you anywhere, at any time. It can creep in the morning light as you have your coffee, in the silence of your home, or in a crowded room where laughter feels miles away. Some loneliness is born from loss, some from distance, and some from simply watching life move on without you. It doesn't always shout. Sometimes it just sits quietly beside you, like an uninvited guest who never leaves. And what makes it even harder is that others may not recognize your loneliness because they have never walked where you have walked, never carried the same kind of silence in their chest. Each soul experiences loneliness differently, and what feels like peace to one might feel like a storm to another. That is why we must meet one another with compassion, not comparison. We never truly know the battle that silence hides, nor the strength it takes for someone just to rise, to smile, or to keep going. Loneliness speaks in many languages, sometimes through withdrawal, sometimes through laughter that doesn't reach the eyes. And when we choose compassion, we help each other remember that we are not as alone as we think. There are days when the phone stays silent, when your body can't go where your heart wants to be, and you realize how small your world has become. You remember the independence you once had, the people you once met with ease, the family that is past. And suddenly, the walls around you feel heavier than stone. But here's the truth that pain often hides. Loneliness is not just the absence of people. It is the absence of connection. And connection does not always mean company. It begins within. It begins the moment you stop pretending you are fine. And depression often walks hand in hand with loneliness. It does not always come with tears. Sometimes it's just the numbness, the quiet withdrawal, the feeling that you've been forgotten by the world. But even in that darkness, your soul is still breathing, still whispering for meaning, still longing to be seen. And maybe, just maybe, that is where healing starts. When we no longer chase the noise, but listen to the silence. And when someone reaches out, not with words of strength, but with compassion, and becomes your ray of sunshine. Sometimes it's a message you weren't expecting, a gentle smile from a stranger, or a voice that simply says, "I know, I understand." It may seem small, but for a heart drowning in silence, that single moment of kindness can feel like a sunrise. It reminds the soul that warmth still exists, and that even the faintest light can guide the way home. Because somewhere out there, someone else feels the same way, and the bridge between two lonely souls is built not through perfection, but through truth. Over time, loneliness teaches us something sacred. It strips away the noise, revealing who we truly are beneath the need to be seen. It reminds us to love our own company, to find peace in small moments, the warmth of a cup in your hands, the sound of rain against your window, the way light still touches your face, even on the hardest days. Loneliness, for all its weight, can also be a mirror, one that reflects the parts of ourselves we have forgotten to care for. It asks us gently, when was the last time you held your own heart with kindness? And when we answer, when we begin to show ourselves the love we kept waiting to receive, the loneliness begins to soften. It does not vanish, it transforms into solitude, into peace, into quiet strength, into unconditional love for yourself. So if you find yourself alone today, old soul warrior, know this: you are not forgotten. You are not invisible. And your story, your survival, is proof that love still lives in you. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is to keep breathing through the silence until the light remembers your name. One love to all, with a bow of my heart. I am Martin, the storyteller. If, like I, your heart still believes in the power of story, then join me here, old soul warrior. Like, share, subscribe, and let's keep the fires burning. Martel Runebrand, warrior bard, hammer of stories.